So in this video, I'm going to take you through my drawing progression throughout my whole life. So we're going to start at age 5 and work our way all the way up to today, which is age 27. And I'm not exactly sure on some of these because I didn't write dates on them, especially when I was little. I wasn't concerned about that. Here, the last few years, I've started writing dates and stuff on them so I can remember. But we'll start off here on top. So these were around age 5 or 6. So we got Spider-Man there. And there's going to be a lot of superheroes and a lot of Spider-Man because I like superheroes. We got Leonardo there. And this is supposed to be one of the guys from Crash Bandicoot. And then that is supposed to be Crash Bandicoot there. So those were around age 5 or 6. And then we have Mr. Potato Head from Toy Story. Now we're moving into more of like age 6 or 7. So we have Jimmy Neutron there. It's sort of hard to see. Jimmy Neutron was one of my favorites. And then we have Danny Phantom with Tucker way back there. And then we have Batman with his tiny cape there. You can see that. We have Frozone from The Incredibles. Very unproportioned. I put Miss Incredible, or Elastigirl. She has really big arms. And then this is, I can't remember his name, but the little robot from, it was the Buzz Lightyear series. The little robot guy, tiny. And then we have Mike Wazowski from Monsters, Inc. That one actually turned out pretty good for, I think that was age, all these were around age 7. We got Superman there. And Spider-Man again. And then we have sort of an underwater thing. I think that was supposed to be like Nemo and Marlin from Finding Nemo, but I'm not 100% sure. And we have Leonardo again, tiny down there. Here, we'll zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. We got Leonardo there. Green Lantern. This is John Stewart's Green Lantern. I always liked the animated Justice League. Now we're moving into a little bit older, maybe like 8 or 9. So we have Pikachu, another Spider-Man, Batman, this one's better. Cape's a little bit more proportioned. Flash again. And Spider-Man again, and this is from Spider-Man 2 where he's fighting Doc Ock. For some reason he's floating off the train there. Then once again from Spider-Man 2 where he's stopping the train. And we have Jack. And we have, I think, I forgot what his name is, from Osmosis Jones, the little pill guy. And then we have a Mustang on a dirt road. And then we have Green Lantern again, John Stewart. A lot of these are the same characters, just different. Here, like Superman again. Now we're moving into more towards like 9 or 10 years old. So we got Spider-Man again. We got, I'm not sure, I think that's like a Plymouth Duster or something like that. And this I think is supposed to be my grandpa because he sort of looks like that, bald on top. And then just some random characters I was drawing. I did that for a while, just drew like random cartoon characters that I came up with. And then there's a sheriff. Sheriff guy. And then a snake for some reason. And then these are scenes from the Justice League animated series. And what I'd do is I'd actually pause the movie or the series and draw. So There's Jon Stewart, and he was getting captured. And then another one here. So we have Flash and Superman. And then random alien with a jetpack. I don't know what that was, sort of random. Then another sort of random character. And I think these are starting to move in more towards like 12 years old. So, and then I drew like a little monster truck. Kind of neat. And then I just drew my shoe that was on the ground for some reason. But it actually looks pretty good. And then my drawing's getting a little bit better here. I drew a GTO here. A little bit better there. And a Charger. This one's not quite as proportioned, but. And then one of my favorites, I'm a Patriots fan, and I've been a Patriots fan pretty much my whole life, because this was, I believe, in 5th grade, so right around 12 years old. So that was pretty cool. I actually did this in art at school, so. Okay, so now we're moving a little bit older. So this was, I believe, in 8th grade. So I was about 14, and we had this assignment here where we had to draw the other half of this picture. So this is the picture, and then I drew the other half of it. And now these are, I think these were from my freshman year of high school. So I was around 15. So I drew a little Chevy truck there on the road. We'll zoom back out because some of these are gonna get a little big. So I did that. And then I drew the Eiffel Tower. That one turned out pretty good. That was freshman year. Now we're moving into my sophomore year, so I'd be about 16. So we have a Patriots helmet here. Looks pretty good. Colored pencil. And then a German Shepherd dog with the little sad eyes. And then, so we have, this was an assignment we did. We had to draw a horse, but we had to draw several different poses for the horse. But I think the first one probably looks the best. The rest, that one don't look too bad. You can tell I put quite a bit of effort into the first few, and then I sort of got lazy and didn't put as much effort into the other ones. But I really like how those first 2 or 3 turned out. That was an assignment in my art class. And then we had to do some apples with the little leaf up there. Yeah. And this I actually won. We had art shows and stuff at the end of the year, and this actually won first place, which I was surprised in because it's not really one of my favorites, but I guess it turned out good enough that they thought it was worth first prize. So now we are, actually I think this is still sophomore year. Yeah, this is still sophomore year at 16. So we did little spheres. They're supposed to be like the shiny sphere where you can see stuff in them and the reflection. Those didn't turn out quite as good, but I like just the idea of it. Sort of helps you with reflections and stuff. So I thought that was kind of cool. So now we are moving into my junior year of high school. So this is around 17. And then, yeah, these still have like the little award things on them. This got 3rd place, a little rainbow bridge. And this is actually a bridge that's not too far from my house. But I sort of got lazy with the trees. I just put swirls in there and didn't actually draw the leaves and stuff. But then still junior year here, I drew, I believe that's a Viper, Dodge Viper. It's kind of cool. That one won second place. And then we have this one. I believe this one won like a second or third place prize. I'm not sure. It is about like unique perspectives. So this is the side mirror of a car, and you see the reflection of the bridge going behind them. That was pretty neat. I like it because it's unique. All right, so now we were going into, actually, this is the last one of my junior year. It's just a little sketch I did of Grumpy from the Seven Dwarfs. It's kind of neat. Now we're going into my senior year, so I'd be about 17 or 18. And this is probably my favorite project that I did in high school art, with the little phone booth. And I like how it sort of contrasts, the red does. Try and get it where you can see a little bit better. There we go. The reflection sort of on there. There we go. But I really like how it turned out with the shadow and stuff in here. I messed up with the perspective of the sidewalk right here. It looks like it's sort of leaning. But yeah, it's probably my favorite. This one actually won first prize, so that was pretty cool. And then we have, so this isn't a drawing really, it's a charcoal type, I guess you can call it a drawing, but I really like this one, how the reflection on the glass and stuff turned out. That one was pretty cool. And then this one's, I didn't do the best job on it, but I like the concept of it. You had to sort of merge two things. So what I did is I merged the Mustang horse into the Mustang car. If you can see that, sort of the reflection's hard to see, but it didn't look sort of weird in through here, but I like the concept of it. And then this was just a tiny little shading assignment that we did. We had to shade the rose, and it looked kind of cool. And then this one won second place. It's just a bridge, but I sort of like all the angles and stuff on it. Kind of cool. And now we're moving into past high school. So after I graduated high school, I didn't do a whole lot of drawing for a while. And then all of a sudden I sort of got back into it. Started doing a bunch of colored pencil drawings. So this was around 23. I was around 23, so I took quite a few years off. But I got back into it and started drawing quite a bit. So I did this one here. This is probably one of my favorite ones. I did the Fantastic Four, which looks pretty neat. Zoom in a little bit. And I really like the shading on the thing. Looks pretty cool. I do wish I would have done the background a little different, because I did the little force field for Invisible Woman, and it looked really good until I did the background. You can't hardly see it now, but this one looks pretty cool. I like the different details, like the rocks there, and then the flames on Human Torch. Pretty cool. And all these are still around 23 or 24 years old. So we have Miles with Peter Parker back there. And this one's pretty cool. I like the light and stuff from Times Square and the billboards. Pretty cool. And then we have Sam Wilson's Captain America and Bucky. I've never been too good at drawing faces, but these are sort of more cartoonish. But then we have Mando and Baby Yoda here. Looks pretty good, except for his head is a little too small. And then we have Superman. Pretty cool there. And then we have Danny Phantom. This is definitely an improvement from the one I did when I was little. It's pretty cool, where he's half Danny and half Danny Phantom. Then we have Doctor Strange there with the Time Stone. It's sort of hard to get it where there we go, where the reflection's not in it. Then Mario. And then we have Star-Lord with sort of different colors and stuff there. Kind of neat. I really like this one just because of all the detail in the helmet and sort of the reflections. Sort of neat. Then we have the Iron Spider here with just sort of like a patriotic sunset background type deal. Pretty cool. And now we're moving on to my most recent ones, so around 26 or 27 years old. So this one, I did a realistic turkey for Thanksgiving. It turned out pretty good. Turkeys are sort of weird looking though. And then this is a project I did where sort of like the Mustang and the Mustang horse and car, where you have to merge two things. So I merged the mountain landscape and the guitar into sort of a mixture of the two. Sort of neat. And then I did this Sonic and Shadow just here like a week ago or so for Sonic 3 coming out. That turned out pretty good. And then my most recent one that I did is this drawing here of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and it turned out pretty good. I just finished it like 3 or 4 days ago, and I'm actually pretty happy with how it turned out. So there's a major difference in especially my Spider-Man drawings from this to my very first one. Let's see here if I can get back to it. Okay, so here we can compare here. So my it's probably not my very first drawing, but one of my early drawings of Spider-Man versus my newest version or drawing of Spider-Man. So there's definitely major difference, and about 22 years of drawing between the two. So yeah, definitely keep up and just keep improving. It takes a long time. I mean, 22 years between these two drawings is a lot, but you can tell the difference. And it's pretty neat to go back through and look at all my drawings and have them side by side like this is crazy. But yeah, that's not all my drawings, but I just picked a few from each sort of era of my life so you guys could see. So thank you guys for watching and have a great day.